Hi everyone. This is a video response for Huckleberry Herbs and Art. She is having a birthday challenge and she wanted something with a rose theme. So this is what I have created and I hope she likes it. I really loved making it, so hopefully she feels that when she sees it. So just to go through, I don't know where the papers came. They were in the stash. The only one I can tell you for sure is this purple one came from Recollections. This pattern paper came out of my sister's stash. No idea. It's an old pad, an old 6x6 pad she had. This cardstock, probably club scrap, but can't guarantee that. It is pretty. This cardstock is pretty. When you open it up, you'll see that it's got flecks, and it's just a really gorgeous base cardstock, so I was excited about that. Stamp, this is ancient. I think I've had this as long as I've been stamping. Probably one of the first stamps I bought, and I've been stamping since 1990, so yeah, no idea. But I stamped it, and then I watercolored it with my Distress inks, and I used Dusty Concord, and I used milled lavender, and I used mustard seed, and I used wild honey, and I used shabby shutters, and I used peeled paint. And that's how I got the watercolor look. And then the sparkling, that is the Sakura Moonlight pen, I think it is. And then I pulled down, you know, never clean your desk because then things on your desk inspire you. So I saw this piece of acetate on my desk. You can see that's acetate there in those two spots. And I was using a sketch on Manic Monday? I don't remember what it's called. Something Mondays on a blog. And I didn't want to cover it up, so I was like, oh, I could stamp on that acetate. So I did. I pulled down one of my Stays-On pads. I think it was Iris, and I stamped the birthday wishes, and then I stamped. I got my Graphic 45 French country stamps just recently, because as I said on my last video, these are now on discount because they're about to clearance them out. So they were like $6 a set. So I got these two. But then in a couple of months, when they're all kind of getting rare and they don't have any more of them, they're going to go up in price. So I got these. And I was excited. They were sitting here on my desk and I was excited to use them. So I did. And I took that stamp and I stamped it on the acetate with the Iris. And then in both of these cases I took a sanding block and I sanded the back side of the acetate so it was kind of frosty. You can't probably see it on the video, but it's just got kind of a frosty effect, and it just helps to make the acetate stand out on the piece. So I took out of this piece, then I took this Stampin' Up! Punch that has the banner, and I cut that little tiny banner out of acetate, and then this button. I don't know if you can see it. The button actually has yeah, you can kind of see that flourish stuff on the top of it. Totally suits it. And then this string, that's called pearl cotton. I got a big lot of it at a thrift store for practically nothing, but it's pretty cheap. You can get it at anywhere in the embroidery section. On the back of the pattern paper, which originally looked like this, I just couldn't leave it. My sister would say I always have to dirty things up. I used a bunch of stamps from this set. Sorry for the glare there. And I stamped it in either the Iris, like this here is in the Iris, and even you can only see it in person, but I used this text stamp and I stamped it in the Iris all over the back of this background. I stamped it first on my sheet and then I stamped it on here, so it's really subtle, but it just sort of gave it a kind of a subtle background. And then I added the the flourish. And then in wild honey, I took the honeybee that is in this set and I stamped it all over in the background. And then this stamp, this stamp, and this stamp also in the iris. And I think that's everything I did. So it started out to just be really simple, where I just spent some time watercoloring this and making this, and I thought, and once I got it assembled and onto the paper, I had these 3 layers and I had this, and then I'm like, I want to dirty it up a little bit. I want to add some texture and visuals. I'm just, yeah, that's how I roll. So I hope you like it, because that's the way it is. And if you would like to join her birthday challenge, there's plenty of time. I think it goes clear until February 28th, but you'll want to check the link down below and view it for yourself. So there's plenty of time, I think, though, to get one in. I'm getting this done as quickly as possible. I'm just trying to get all my little challenges knocked out, and then I'm going to make a corset mini album. Yeah, so have a good night. Bye-bye.